Hello, I'm PJ, and I want to welcome you to Sailing Discipleship. You know, sometime back I did a video on the tools that I carry on board, and those are really just the basic tools that I use for kind of normal repairs and maintenance and stuff like that. And I had asked if there was any suggestions that people would have to add to it. Several folks commented on items to do electrical work. And I appreciated that, and I wrote it down, and I told them that. Now, I will say that tool bag was specifically for just non-electrical work. And so I have, now that we've pretty well gotten the outside stuff, gotten this boat ready to go sailing, which I'm hoping we'll do next week, I've turned my attention to the electrical stuff. And so I've put together an electrical tool bag. This is separate from the other. And so I wanted to go through it and share with you what I carry to do basic electrical work on the boat. If you have any suggestions, what I'm missing, what I need, or any thoughts, please put that in the comments below. But this is what I have found so far that I need. Now, this does not include things like screwdrivers. I don't think I put any screwdrivers in here because they were in the other tool bag. I may put it in eventually because then I don't have to have both, but for right now I'm not doubling up on tools, I don't think. So I picked up this little tool bag. It's similar to my other one, though a little bit smaller. Picked it up at Harbor Freight. It was less than $8 or $9. And honestly, for what I'm doing, I think it's going to be perfect. So let me so yeah, we'll start on the outside and we will go through it. So I did pick up a microtherm flameless heat gun. This is for working with heat shrink connectors. It does pretty well. My experience is it does pretty well inside. I was working on a connection halfway up the mast. It did not want to work. It was actually also a pretty windy day, but for the most part, I'm very pleased with this. I think it was under $30. Pleased with it. It does have some limitations, but again, a heat gun that uses the refills for it are basically like Bic lighters. I don't have one here. I thought I did. It's like a Bic lighter, and you just take off the little wheel. It's really easy to do. You just kind of pry it out, and that's what you use to refill it. So anyway, a heat shrink gun. This is a circuit tester, so you can hook it like to your negative and then a positive on anything. It's got a little alligator clip on one side, and then you just touch it on the other, and if it lights up, you got a good circuit there. These are just some alligator clip wires extension, so whether I'm using this or whether I'm using my multimeter, it lets me get a further reach if I need to reach further. So I do carry a multimeter, just pretty basic function, and the leads, I keep the leads on the outside. That's not so important. Keep this on the inside, and I have had to use these extensions some for that. But multimeter comes in handy in so many different ways. Some wire strippers. Now I carry two sets of wire strippers. This is some that I've had around the house. I just don't use a whole lot, and they work fine. I usually use these mainly for cutting the wire right now, and then I've got these automatic wire strippers, and these I love. These are just Irwin brand vice grip, and I love these things. They're easy, and I just really like them. And so picked them up at Lowe's, so I'll recommend those. I've got a pair of crimpers. This is some ratcheting crimpers, and this particular brand is Wirefy, and they weren't overly expensive either, and it does the red, blue, or the yellow side in there, but make sure you get the crimp on tightly, and I've really have enjoyed, I don't know if that's the right word, or appreciated using those as well. They make it easy, pretty easy. I got some side cutters, again, to cut the wire. These are really just, I threw in the bag. I don't use them at home, so I threw those in. But either one of these I use but these are also come in handy as a set of pliers. I do have a measuring tape if I need to measure a run for some wire or something. I can do that. I think I got it one day at Harbor Freight. Maybe it was a free gift for being in their little club. I don't know. I'm a believer if you use the same measuring tape for a project, it doesn't matter how accurate it is because everything goes off of that. So, but I carry that. I also picked up, I haven't needed it yet, but I did pick up a mini fish tape. And so if I need to fish some wire, I think this is like 25 feet, I can't remember. But that will be handy as well. Well, it looks like I kind of lied to you a little bit. I do have in here a flathead and a Phillips head screwdriver, which you're going to need most of the time. I thought I was just pulling them out of the other, but I went ahead and picked those up as well. Again, Harbor Freight special. They're going to rust, they're going to fall overboard, they're easy and cheap to replace, and they're honestly going to do exactly what I need them to do. Then the other thing I carry in here are some heat shrink butt connectors and some heat shrink tubing. And so that I think pretty well gives me everything that I need for basic work. Now, maybe there's something missing. I don't have any wire. I'm getting ready to have to rewire my bilge pump. I'm just going to order some wire for that. But other than that, I think this is kind of the basics. So if there's something here that you know I'm missing and that you would suggest I have, let me know. I do have in a drawer over here a variety of sizes that I need of fuses, because I did blow a fuse one day working on something. So I have those. They're just not in this bag. They're in a drawer where I keep some other things. So I appreciate you watching this video on Sailing Discipleship. I hope that my electrical tool bag will help you think through what you need to carry. If there's something I don't have that you would strongly recommend, please let me know. I am in that learning mode and trying to gather all the information I can. Well, again, I thank you for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you again soon.